Let's talk about how to get more attention to your ideas when you're collaborating with other people. I was listening to an interview with an actor who's started writing. He's in the writer's room and he's noticed something very interesting about the writer's room. You don't bring up your ideas immediately. What? What does that even mean? There's a problem called the secretary problem, if you look it up in Wikipedia. It's basically finding the best candidate for something. If you interview one person and you give them the job, there's a lot of other qualified candidates that you might be passing up. You might not want to hire them. You might want to take your chances, no job for you. Eventually though, you run out of time and you run out of resources. A lot of us run out of resumes that are coming in. We just don't have the time. We need to place this job right after like 3 days. There's only so many candidates we can handle. Where do you stop? Because if you keep interviewing and you keep giving no's, eventually you're gonna run out of people. Eventually you're gonna get down to the end, you might only have one candidate left. Probably don't wanna just get stuck with that candidate. It might not be the best either. So there is an algorithm to figure out where you're gonna stop. The point of this conversation isn't so much about the algorithm, it's 1 over E, by the way. The number of say, candidates or things that you're considering, and multiply it by about 37%. Say you're interviewing like 15 candidates, you'd probably, after like the 6th candidate, that's your sample size. After you've interviewed 6 people, now the best person you find after that, that's who you hire. Compared to the previous 6 that you've already interviewed and rejected, and you hire them. Your odds are still only 37% that you're gonna find the best one, but it is the most optimal odds you have of finding the best person. What I think this points out though is the fact that you're never picking the first one. This is a huge reason why you don't want to be the first interview. This is like the weird pancake, the first of the batch, the one that like doesn't turn out quite right. Kind of like your first interview. I know how this goes. Like I know I've been in an interview process where I was like the first one and people come back and they're like, we don't even really know what we're looking for yet. Flattered that I was part of the first interview, but I know I have a problem because you don't know what you're looking for yet. You're gonna interview a bunch of people in my little sample size and you're gonna stop after me. You're gonna use us as the pool to try to figure out like what you're interviewing for, what kind of candidate you're looking for. I'm the first pancake. You don't want your idea to be the first pancake. This is why this writer is saying he doesn't want his idea to be first. He holds it back. We're talking about Michael Cera.
If you have a good idea, maybe you shouldn't say it right away. Wait, until things there's like a lull, and then pretend you just came up with it.
Who was like 15, I think, when he started in Arrested Development, but now he's had so much success and he's been training himself as like a writer and a director. He's actually written and maybe even directed episodes, the last season of Arrested Development. And so even the seasoned pro, he's probably still only in his 20s, but he's pretty seasoned right now. He was like a kid actor doing commercials many, many years ago. Doesn't want his ideas to be the first pancake. Hey, maybe you want to hold back. When you're collaborating with others, don't be the first one to cough up all your ideas. Let people kind of test out a few things, marinate on a few things, then bring up your ideas. Hope you dig the vlog. Hit the thumbs up if you do, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.